Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about the difference between national park and the wildlife sanctuary. Although the main purpose of the establishment of the national parks and the wildlife sanctuary is to protect the wildlife, whether they are animals or the plants. So let us discuss one by one about the national parks and the wildlife sanctuaries. National parks, okay, this is the designated area which is designated by the government for the conservation of the wildlife and the biodiversity. It is protected area declared under the Wildlife Act 1972. IUCN, that is the International Union of Conservation of Nature. It has declared national parks under the category 2. The human activities are not allowed. For example, the cutting of the trees, hunting, grazing, etc. One more point about the national park: the outsider species are not allowed in this area. It means you can't take your own animals in that area, and that is it means that is the prohibited area. The tourism is allowed in that area, but for that the permission of the relevant authority is required. Here some examples I have taken of the national parks. uh, I'm enlarging it. This is the location of the Jim Corbett National Park. It is also tiger reserve. It is located in the Uttarakhand. It is in the Nainital district. Okay, and it is tiger reserve. Then second example is the Kaziranga National Park. Kaziranga National Park is in Assam, and it is famous for its one-horned rhinoceros. Uh, except these, there are elephants also, and it is also tiger reserve. Then another example of the national park is Bandipur National Park. Bandipur National Park is in the Karnataka. It is also the tiger reserve. Second highest tiger population in India is in this reserve. Then if here you can see the location, that is Jim Corbett is in the Uttarakhand, Kaziranga is in the Assam, and the Bandipur in the Karnataka. These are the location of these national parks. Then the wildlife sanctuary. Wildlife sanctuary, the purpose to establish or the declare wildlife sanctuary is to protect the plants and animals which are just about to extinct. It means uh, it is for the taking care of endangered species. Sometimes what happens, some species which are injured, okay, abandoned animals, they are rehabilitated in this area, and the proper caring of those animals are taken here. So if overall I will say wildlife sanctuaries, they preserve the endangered species and protect them from the humans and the predators. The examples of the wildlife sanctuaries which are given, especially in our syllabus, which are given: the Jayakwadi Bird Sanctuary. The location is in the Aurangabad and the it is the Ahmednagar district in the Maharashtra. If you can see, sorry, I'm here. The red, that word that is written in the red color, that is the Jayakwadi. Okay, it is in the Maharashtra, and it is bird sanctuary. This area is rich in the flora and fauna, and it attracts many species of the resident and the migratory birds. There are nearly about 200 species of the birds in this area. Okay, and more than 70 species are of the migratory birds. Migratory birds which are coming from other places because of the weather condition, and in the search of the food they are coming. Then second example is Gahir Matha Turtle Sanctuary. If you will able to see, okay, here it is written the Gahir Matha. It is the coastal area of the Orissa, okay, and the turtle from the from the Pacific Ocean, they are coming here to mate and lay their eggs here. So it was all about the national park and the wildlife sanctuary. Thank you and have a nice day.